Howdy folks, today we're playing Simic Land Destruction Mill, and Phyrexia will be one standard, and the main game plan is to play turn 2 Zeus's Many Journeys, so that way we can play turn 3 Conduit of Worlds, or turn 3 Jace Perfected Mind, turn 3 Memory Deluge, turn 3 Consuming Tide. We're really ramping into powerful 4-drops with this deck, and we're eventually trying to get to a game state where we clear the board with Consuming Time, keep it clear with Fading Hope, Titania, Meld eventually, maybe even with the Argoth. Trying to get to a safe enough game state where we feel like we can just melt the game, melt our opponent out of the game with Jace, recurring it with Shigeki, recurring it with Conduit Worlds, just milling our opponent that way with Jace. That's the entire plan of the deck. We also have some, you see the mono white deck that has it's basically a 3-color deck hater where you sacrifice Demolition Field or Field of Ruin to basically see if they have any basics in their deck and to put them down on land if they don't. We have some of that element of our deck too. We can get lands back with Conduit of World. We can get lands back with Shigeki. So we're able to really punish our opponent and run them out of basic lands as well too. So we're kind of 2 plans, 3 plans, maybe into one deck. We're gonna see how good it is. So let's check it out. Alrighty, opponent's going first. We don't have blue mana, but I suppose we'll keep leading this Argoth. Well, there's blue mana. Yeah, I still think I'll lead in this Argoth. Opponent obviously has lots of basics in their deck, so these Demolition Field's not going to be very good. And yeah, I think we're just going to go Zeus here. Play another Forest, pass the turn. Do the Graveyard Trespasser, so to get in? No, they do not. Okay. So we're going to gain some life here. And I imagine the Shigeki's not going to be long for this world. So I think we're just going to play the Teachings. Yeah, I imagine I have some sort of removal spell up here. So that's fine if they kill our creature here. Yep, bang, bust, and drawn. See what else they have. They have a Shelly or anything? Hopefully not. Way to kill our 1/1 maybe? No attacks. Alright, go to my turn. Yava Maya Coast, okay. Go +1/+1 here. They're gonna kill our creature in response. Sure, that's fine. Doesn't bother us too much. Got a 3/3 roll in. And yeah, we'll just go Jason here. And we'll just get our value now. Mill and draw. Mill to Sheltered. Hey, there we go. That's sneaky value. We'll go ahead and pass the turn. Have this Fading Hope up to balance the Reckoner Bankbuster if their entire play is to just try to get in with their Bankbuster at our Jace. Could have an Invoke. Clears our whole board. We'll see. See what they have. Invoke would be tough. Just to go for the throat. Okay, okay. Have a way to crew this Bankbuster. That's the next question. You don't. Okay. Take that, I suppose. So that's going to enter tapped. So I think the first thing we're going to do is just mill our opponent, see what they got rolling over there. Mill another Bankbuster, okay. Shigeki. So for Shigeki, you want an even amount of mana, but we don't have anything crazy in the yard right now. So I guess we're just going to play a Teachings and play a Shigeki. Maybe we should have been milling ourselves with this Jace. We'd be at 11 cards. Not sure. Get another Argoth down and pass. See what our opponent has. They have certainly powerful draws in their deck, though. The life. Okay. Gonna kill our Kieran. Yep. That's how the cookie crumbles. We could return it to our hand with the Fading Hope, but I don't know how good that is. I think our Fading Hope can be better served on defense here. No attacks either, okay. Kind of expected an attack. Go to my turn. Conduit. Go +1/+1 counter on this creature. So we can get back a Teachings. We could just play one of these lands. Like a Dreamroot Cascade. I think we will resolve this Conduit though. Get one of these Dreamroot Cascades going. Although actually I think we should do... No, Dreamroot Cascade's good. Plus... Submit 0. Sorry, so opponent is definitely going to be able to...
Organic minds are easily quelled.
Attack with a Bank Buster. And they can block too, so yeah, no attacks from us. They could just make a 1/1 and start doing their thing with the Bank Busters. So if they do hit that Bank Buster, we're going to get rid of the Pilot with this Fading Hope, I think. Just to get them to not really attack us too much. Gonna kill our Shigeki. Go for the Throat Shigeki. Do we tap out? I think we'll tap out. Turn the Shigeki to our hand. Put a land on the battlefield, hopefully. Cascade, sure. Deluge in the Yard's not bad. Don't want another Spar's headquarters. Now we're looking to get to the part of the game where we can start milling our opponent out. We can cast a Jace every turn. We might still die from this Bank Buster, though. So let's be kind of careful about that. So their opponent does. Sheltered, okay. They can crew a Bank Buster here. Well, let's see where they attack. They go after Jace. They are going after Jace. Do we want to block that? That's a good question. Probably should. Alrighty, yep, go to our turn. So if we tick up on the Sheltered, it can't crew, but it doesn't help us that much. We can eventually start making Argoth tokens. So we can start the Jace Mills. But it means we can't really do anything else this turn. Not legendary. Yeah, I think we're gonna start milling our opponent. Down to 33. Get Jace back. Cast Jace. Start milling.
You cannot win.
Opponent's gotta start racing us now.
Surrender.
Got an underdog, yep.
Last thought to Phyrexia.
And yeah, we can't cast any more spells, so we'll pass. Definitely just looking to block with this Kieran. Okay, 1/1 gone. So we're gonna go down to 13 only. They can only attack with 1. That's not bad. We have a Fading Hope down here we can get back eventually, which I think we'll probably do. We might even do it right now, to be honest. So we can do it on their turn. We could get back this Consuming Tide, but it's not that good. Yeah, we could Consuming Tide and... Conduit next turn. Well, how many? We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. I think we'll just get back to Fading Hope for now. Auto pay like this. Bounce. The Sheldred, save us a little bit of life. Yeah, I should have done that when they attacked. That was actually a mistake of mine. That was my bad. Hopefully it doesn't cost us this game. Okay. We're at 13 life. Can they kill us? Get the Jace back. Pay the requisite mana. And we have another Shigeki to get back another Fading Hope. And yeah, GG's. Okay, we got there against Monoblack. Jace milling them out. That was the plan, and it got executed well enough. GG's. Man, we're going first. No ramp. Minimal lands. I think we got a milligan this. Looks to be better. Guess I'll keep this one. Put this Consuming Tide back. Try it out like this. See what our opponent's playing. A red. Phoenix Chick, okay. So we want to draw a regular Azusa. That is what we want to draw. Use as many journeys isn't terrible though, because we get play land ahead of time. To make this worth it, we need to hit another land though. Hopefully we can do that. 2 Swift Spears. Okay, so next turn they're gonna have a pretty explosive turn, you would imagine. Another Azusa's many journeys. Guess that's what we're doing. No other land to play, but eventually gain some life and put some 3/3s in play. Might be helpful enough. We'll see. Alright, they do have black for something. Just like removal. Probably just removal. Fading Hope, okay. They're gonna have to choose between our Azusa's Many Journeys and our Shigeki to kill, though, which is relevant. Keep up this Fading Hope. I'm not sure what they're more likely to kill, but we'll see. Looks like Shigeki. No, they didn't kill either. They wanted to get the prowess on their turn. Okay. Lightning Strike Shigeki. Yep. And my guess is they're gonna attack here, and then I'm gonna block, and then I'm gonna bounce one of the Swift Spears, depending on if they play anything else. Gotta imagine it's an attack here. Yep. Yep. Block a Swift Spear. See if they cast another spell. Play with fire. I think they did poorly there to attack with their. They should have played with fire to us. I don't know why. I guess we'll keep land. I don't know why they play with fire to our creature. That seems like too missed damage there. They can replay the Swift Spear, but doesn't seem great. Okay, let's see if they have another way to remove our Shigeki. Pass the turn. We have blocks set up, decent amount. Shigeki we can bounce next turn. They have a Mistress Foundry that could come into Kenzin. Okay. If they just send everything, doesn't look great though. Alright, alright. I think we're just gonna pass and potentially Memory Deluge. See what they do. They're gonna. They should at least attack with the Phoenix Chick, no? I'm not sure what's going on over there. Certainly an interesting build of the deck. Alright, Argoth into Zeus's many journeys will take. So we do control a green legendary creature with the Shigeki, so we're fine there. Get this Zeus's many journeys down again. Pass the turn. If our opponent floods out, then we should be in prime position to win. Now they should start with their attacking with the Phoenix Chicks. I'm not sure why they're not attacking with the Phoenix Chicks. Alright, now they decide it's the best time to get frisky. Okay, well, we're going to block like this, I believe. Take some damage, but we're going to gain 3 more from these Zeus's many journeys. Go for the throat the likeness. Okay. That's fine with me. Activate Shigeki. Spar's headquarters into play. Net of Fading Hope's not bad. Yep, another Shigeki coming down. And yeah, I think I'm gonna just pass. See if our opponent wants to decide to attack again or not. Squee, okay. Squee's pretty good. We could return the Squee to their hand. I think that's what we're gonna do. Set them back. We get a Scry for Titania. Titania is good. Nice part about Titania is it combos well with the Shigeki here because we put any lands into our graveyard, we gain life. And they can get a net of Squee here, but you know, that's all good. We have more blockers in play now. Hopefully gain some life. If we just flip like 3 lands with the Shigeki, we'll actually be pretty happy about that. I want to put the... Oh, they don't even do that. Okay. Shigeki time. No lands. Okay. It's not what you want to see. Definitely not what you want to see at all. We don't have any lands in the graveyard at all. Guess we're gonna just Shigeki again. Cascade and pass. That was actually a pretty big miss to not get the Shigeki flip there. Double prowess, okay. They have another spell. Raiju, okay. See where they put that counter. Nothing again. Interesting indeed. Yep, Jace time. Hopefully we can get our opponent to attack the Jace. That would be pretty nice. We're just gonna minus on the thing with the most power, get the most bang for our buck with the Jace, pass the turn, and really hope to dump cards in the yard with this Shigeki. That's the plan. Land, okay. What are they gonna do? Nothing. It's gonna let us do our thing here, okay. So we're taking a land, or should we just decline everything and gain life? I think we're just gonna decline everything. Demolition Field's a good draw. Yeah, just tick up on the Raiju again. Go and pass the turn. Can Demolition Field one of their cliffs or whatever. Gain some life that way. Mishra's Foundry, okay. Demolition Field can get the Mishra's Foundry, which is nice. Well, I don't even know what the meld part of this does. Do we want this to happen? I don't even know. I think we'd rather just gain a life, to be honest. But, yeah, the content play is definitely to get the meld, so we'll do that. Alrighty. Get this Mishra's Foundry here. It's Titanium meld time, folks. It's that part of the episode. Gain a little bit of life. They're gonna get a mountain. Maybe they have a swamp in their deck. I'm not sure. I don't even know what black cards are right beside this go for the throat. Yeah, we will get an island. Okay, so we got some lands from the graveyard to the battlefield. That was pretty good. The fact that this has vigilance is pretty nice. We're gonna lock up this Raiju again.
You can be made to obey.
Attack the Titania. And our opponent's gonna do their worst, but it's not gonna be enough to kill us. Unless something absolutely preposterous happens. I mean, maybe they're holding out because they have Mechanized Warfare in their deck, but I think we can still block through that. Play with fire. Well, that one's not gonna get it done, certainly. And they do decide it's time to attack. Where's the counter going? Counter's going on to a Phoenix Chick. Alright, so definitely gotta block the Raiju, and okay. It didn't matter. They were dead. Not sure our opponent played that perfectly. Not sure we did either, though, but Likeness of the Seeker helped us get to that end game with Titania melded. Titania Gaia Incarnate, but didn't that work? GG's. Alright, this is a hand with no ramp. Ugh. Not ideal, but we'll try it. Evolved Sleeper, okay. Pass the turn. Okay, 2-2 coming in. Go to my turn. Oh, come on, we could have cast it. Shigeki. Alright, time for Jace. And we're just gonna plus on this sleeper.
Surrender your mind to Phyrexia's will. Become
If they play a bunch of stuff this turn, we can just Consuming Tide it all. Made it a 0-3. Okay. Yeah. Gonna take down the sweeper again. I could put a +1/+1 counter on next turn, but I think that's fine. Do we want to get this conduit down? Or do we want to deluge? Not sure what I want to do. Guess I'm gonna deluge. I could also Shigeki and keep the Fitting Hope. I kind of feel like they have a removal spell, like a cut down, so I don't really want to just play the Shigeki into nothing here. If they want to yet again pump the sleeper, we're fine with that. Another sleeper, okay. Alright. Memory deluge time. I think I'll just take the 2 lands. Not bad. Titania is not bad either. I'm gonna play this Crucible. Titania maybe? These are tough decisions. I'm gonna go Crucible though. Not gonna give me any value for a while, but that's okay. Opponent can start drawing their cards with the sleeper. Oh, they're going that way and the other Vault Sleeper. Okay, interesting. Yeah.
become subdued.
Yeah, I guess I'll just bounce the sleeper then. This spars headquarters to the bottom. It's something we could cycle and get back with a conduit, but okay, they just sleeper again. Okay, and obliterator, sure. All right, so we have a consuming tide. Does this have trample? So we don't have any permanent cards in our graveyard. Question is this Jace just gonna die? I think the answer to that question is yes. So I think just going to mill my opponent for 6 on the Jace. Get a bunch of stuff in the graveyard. 200 dogs, that's fine. We can get the Jace back this turn, but well, can they kill us next turn? That's the question. So they have 5, 8, 9 damage. They can go up to 12, 13. I don't think they can. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Cast this Jace auto pay and do it again. And see if our opponent has the goods to beat us. They can get this Jace out of the graveyard. Can't do anything with the Shigeki, so we'll pass. Alright, opponent, can you beat us this turn? If not, Jace is coming your way. Underdog Blitz, sure. I believe an Invoke Despair would have gotten it done. Don't think this gets it done, though. Coming in at me. Down to 3. Good game. Dang. Go to my turn. Use the conduit. Get back to Jace. Opponent's at less than 15 cards. You know what that means. It's time to mill. I did not know if we were gonna have the mill kill this game. I should have probably planned it out more, but you can really mill your opponent out of nowhere. If you already have a Jace on the battlefield, you can.
I will shatter your mind.
Yeah, go to combat. We got nothing else. So if you already have a Jace on the battlefield, it's really nice because you can mill with the Jace and then you can conduit back the Jace. So that's like 30 cards that turn. The next turn is 15 more. Your opponent's probably at a place where they've used some cards. That's pretty powerful. Conduit, putting the work in with the Jace. I'll take it. GG's. All right, our opponent kept their 7. We're gonna keep bar 7. See what they lead on. Sundown pass. Okay. Drop a hello in the quick chat. Okay, do they have a counterspell for this Azusa? Jeskai, huh? This the challenge winning deck that I played the other day? Maybe not with the Augury. Okay. So obviously they do have basic lands in their deck. Get the tap land out of the way now. We don't have double blue next turn. Until now. Yeah, gonna try to cast this Jace. Maybe they'll have a counterspell now. Syncopate, okay. Maybe it is that deck. How many basics do we think they play? Yeah, I'm gonna just get their deserted beach. Get a second blue. See how many basics they have in their deck. They're gonna float a mana, that's fine. They do have another island, okay. It's fine. We'll take a Forest. Go through combat here. See if they want to pay their mana. They have a Silver Scrutiny they'd cast in now. Okay, Union makes sense too. So they also have a counterspell for the Titania. Syncopate would get there. Augury, okay. Looks like they don't. And now our opponent needs to start maybe getting rid of our board. If we can find a way to loop Demolition Field or just anything like that, we'd be pretty happy with where we're at. Opponent probably needs a Wrath or something, though. We want them to not have Farewell. Oh, Mountains in the deck too, okay. Alright, first things first, we're attacking. If they Wandering Emperor us here, I think that's fine, because at least they're not going to counter the Conduit. And I think, yeah, we're going to try to... I think we are going to try to Memory Deluge here. Just to hit some lands. See if our opponent wants to counter it. Really baiting our opponent here. Silver Scrutiny, okay. Just going to draw. Yavimaya Coast and Jace probably. And get this Teachings down so we can mill some more cards. Gain some life with the Titania. Opponent has to decide, or has to remove our board here eventually. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can play the Conduit and the Demolition Field next turn if they sweep us. Yep. Play the Demolition Field. And we're going to try to go after their white mana. See how many basics they have. Imagine they have more blue and stuff, but I don't know if they have more white. We're going to get a blue. They do have a white, okay. Our opponent is proving pretty resilient with their different types of basic lands. So if they are a Farewell, if they are Burn Down the House and a Farewell deck, that'll be good for them. Okay, they decide this is not worth farewelling. We're just going to Demolition Field again. Hit their Sundown Pass. Force them to get a mountain or a plains. Okay, floats a red. Get an island for us. So we can cast a Titania if we want from the yard. 1, 2, 3, but that doesn't quite give us enough to still cast as Memory Deluge. Only have 6 up, so I think we're just going to pass and Memory Deluge. Galvanic Iteration. Okay, what else do they have? What are they? Galvanic Iteration, huh? It's a card draw spell of some kind? Big score. Okay. It's pretty good. They can discard a White Sun's Twilight. Yep. Opponent's gonna have all the mana now. We spent quite a few turns just denying them. Hopefully they didn't have basic lands in their deck. Flame Blast Bolt, that's fine. Alright. We're about to see our opponent's finishers eventually, I believe. If they just make a big White Sun's Twilight, then we're going to need to find one of our bounce sweeper things. Okay. Let's cast Memory Deluge, see what they have. They've shown us... oh, okay. I will take Consuming Tide for sure. And honestly, second Jace isn't bad. Conduit, huh? Okay. I'm not sure how good... I mean, the Demolition field doesn't really do anything anymore, so I think we're just going to play the Spars headquarters. And try to resolve a Jace. And then we're going to try to recast it from the graveyard with Conduit. If they counter it and they don't exile it. Alright. We'll try to mill him. Probably going to hit some more iteration. No, we didn't. Okay. Try to cast another Jace. I already played a Jace, so that's not going to work. But I meant to cast this Jace, maybe. Do they counter this one? They do not. Okay, gonna mill a bunch of cards again. I feel like if they had a counter spell, they would counter one of those Jaces. They do have Farewell in their deck, obviously. Mind Splice Apparatus, okay. Double Mind Splice, sure. Does this mean they're gonna White Suns Twilight us for big? Is that they're gonna be their whole plan? I imagine it is. That's their kill spell. Imagine they have one in their hands. They know we can Jace again. But they're at 0. We can get Jace back. Good game. Alrighty, we got there. Wins on wins. Stack them up. GG's. Wow. Triple Titania. We'll see how good it is. Not gonna think it's that good, but we'll see what our opponent's rocking. Blood Tile Harvester. Grixis probably not playing a lot of basics. We'll go ahead and Jace. Start locking down this Harvester. See what they play here. Fable, okay. Consuming Time would be tied is pretty good here, actually. So we can't cast it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Titania. Plus on the Harvester. Maybe I should have just spent the turn attacking this Field of Ruin. Not sure if they play basics or not. Man, if we had another blue, I mean, I'd feel in business, but we don't. Their own Jace, okay. Yeah. Business time.
You cannot win. Organic minds are easily quelled.
Interesting. Alright, yeah. I mean, they have to attack somewhere, so. Oh, they're gonna cut down too. Yikers. Alright, we would love to hit a land, a blue land here. Doesn't look like that's in the cards for us, unfortunately. So I guess we're going to bounce this 2-2, put a Consuming Tide to the bottom, play a Titania, plus on the Harvester, pass the turn. Jason cut down is always good together. Man, if we ever had this blue for the Consuming Tide on time, we'd feel so good about what we have going on here, but guess not. Okay, they cycle, get rid of a Corpse Appraiser. They have a go for the throat for us.
can improve upon your ideas.
They drew their card. We haven't been able to do that because we just are not hitting the requisite lands we need. My goodness. Okay, Titania time. Gonna bounce the reflection. We are gonna scry Yavimaya Coast. We'll keep a Yavimaya Coast. We'll mill our opponent. Get our Yavimaya Coast. Play it. Next turn we can finally Consuming Tide. We milled it and Invoke Despair, which is good. We'll eventually give our opponent a basics check. It will eventually happen. Oh, do they have another cut down? Come on. Corpse Appraiser. Okay, that's better than cut down, certainly, for us. And they're going to pass. Okay. Argoth does come in untapped, which is nice. And we can Field of Ruin and Consuming Tide. Question is, are we going to keep the Jace or are we going to keep the Titania? It might matter on whether they have a basic or not, so let's do that first. Get rid of this Xander's Lounge. See if they have any basics in their deck. Island. Do they have a basic? We're hoping they don't. No basic in their deck. Wow. Okay, so we are really interested in finding something that we can recur the demolition field with and keep our opponent off of the way there. Okay, so cast this Consuming Tide. So we have to choose first. Yep, we're gonna keep the Jace. Drew a card because they have more cards in hand. We'll just plus for nothing here. Pass the turn. It's going to take them a while to get set up again. By that time, maybe we can get another Consuming Tide down. Hopefully they're missing land drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand. Do they have a land?
Can be made to obey.
No land, it looks like. Okay. Consuming Tide, huh? Yeah, I think I'm just going to cast this again. Set our opponent back a turn and draw another card. See what they keep this time. They kept the Jace again. Okay. How many cards? We have 10 in the yard. So we'll mill our opponent. Hit 3 non-lands. Okay. Play Teachings or a Titania. Play a Titania. So they have to tick up on our Titania, and they don't get to draw, hopefully, with a Jace. Did they draw a land? They did draw a land. Big for them. Ticks up on our Titania. Are they going to replay this Fable? Cut down the Titania and replay the Fable. Okay, that's good. They needed to be able to double spell it. Corpse Appraiser, okay. Corpse Appraiser is pretty good. What did we hit? Come on, can we draw a good way to get rid of some lands for them? All right, that does get rid of a land. We can cut them off red mana. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. They already had demonstrated they don't have basics. Yep. We'll get another island. Then we'll play a Teachings. And Memory Deluge in the yard is nice. Tick up on the Corpse Appraiser. Play the Azusa, might as well. Just tick them up a little bit. They found another land though. And it was a red land. They ripped very well on that one. That was ideal for them. Babel coming down this turn, okay. So now we have a time to get another Consuming Tide down. They're gonna mill us, sure. Draw a card. Jace. So I think we're gonna minus on them to give them exactly 20 yards in the graveyard and draw 3. Okay, so now we get to Consuming Tide and Jace. Don't think we're gonna get our opponent to block, so just gonna cast a Consuming Tide here, and we're gonna keep the 2/2. Suppress for the Jace. See what they keep. They did keep the Jace. Okay. Attack our opponent's Jace.
What you're thinking won't work.
Play our own Jace.
Phyrexia.
We can draw cards again, or we can just minus this Jace for 15. I think that's what we're gonna do. Submit 0, minus on our opponent here.
Surrender every
Pass the turn and hope we find another Jace somewhere down the line. They're at 10 cards. Not a lot of lands. Probably milled a bunch of lands there. They have a lot of cards in hand. We could definitely still lose though. Any Jace wins us this game now though. We have Memory Deluge to go find it as well. They're just milling more cards of theirs. Pluses on our 2/2, yep. Discards a card. It's cards of many cards. And we have a Conduit, which we can use to get rid of... Oh, which we can use to just play a Jace. Yeah, GG's. Get a Jace back. I played the wrong land. Well, it doesn't matter. I guess I couldn't cast anything anyway. But we're just going to Demolition Field. Take him to the house. I keep forgetting that if you play Conduit, you can't use it in the same turn that you play it. But, Demolition Field was about to go to work. They were going to have one less land even to do stuff with. 3 lands, and then 2 lands the next turn, then 1 land. They were going to be in a rough spot, and we're eventually going to get to a Jace and win. Wow, that was big against Grixis. They got punished a little bit for not having that many lands. They also stumbled on lands a bunch, but hey, we got there. Interesting game. GG's. Let's hit the wrap up. All right, and we're back with a sweet one here, folks. And we did well. We took Monoblack down, or black variant mid-range decks a couple times. Beat like a mono red splash black kind of deck once. I mean, it was pretty. It was impressive the range of decks we were able to play and beat. And I think the Jace Mill game plan is just legit. And I think getting Jace back with the Conduit, that's a lot of fun. And also just getting your opponent with Demolition Field and Field of Ruins. There are a lot of greedy 3-color decks out there that don't want to see Conduit of World, Field of Ruin, Demolition Field. Just hammer them home. Zeus's Many Journeys is a fantastic ramp card, can get you to 4. Consuming Tide was sneaky, better than I thought. Against that Grixis matchup, if you bounce like a Fable and a Harvester and all that stuff, they're kind of in trouble. Like, it's pretty insane, I would say, that you get to draw a card after bouncing all that stuff. We made him discard cards after a while and stuff. It was crazy. Shigeki able to get back basically anything in your deck besides the Titania and the Jace. Everything else you can get back. So Shigeki is a little bit of an combo with a Jace from that perspective. Like if Shigeki could get back Jace and you could mill your opponent even more, that would be pretty ideal. But as it is, you need like a Jace and a Conduit of Worlds. You don't need to find 4 Jaces with this deck, which is really cool, I think. You just need a Jace, you need a Conduit of Worlds. You can use Memory Deluge to find more Jaces, or just do it the old-fashioned way, just like find 3 Jaces and mill your opponent out that way. A lot of different ways to win the deck, and it was a lot of fun. If you like milling your opponent out, if you like playing unique strategies on the ladder that your opponents aren't prepared for and probably are going to play and make mistakes around, this is the deck for you. So I would definitely recommend it from that perspective. Hopefully you don't have to spend too many wild cards on it, because it's not probably the best use of wild cards in the format, but it was a lot of fun. So go ahead and check it out, and thank you for watching. And if you're pretty far into the video at this point, if you're still watching, drop a like, drop a subscribe if you haven't done that. If you already have, thank you so much. I appreciate you for doing those things. And until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.